All right, 2025 is upon us. We're about a month away. Let's talk about getting started into self-improvement. I think it's a good start, but here's a couple tips that can get you going. So I think the first thing that you want to start is you definitely want to figure out your style and, more importantly, your haircut. A haircut can make anybody look 10 times better. I think what's important is you need to figure out what works for you, right? So, you should probably get haircuts consistently. It shows a lot of hygiene and it shows a lot of dedication towards your look. Secondly, I wouldn't get a haircut like a style based around your social circle. I would get it based on your personality. For example, I got like this kind of comb over / mullet in the back. It's really popular in Colombian culture. You've probably seen a bunch of Colombian artists that have this type of haircut. Now, I just, went against my word. I said in my social circle, but when I think of myself, I think as, that Colombian kid. So it works for me. It works for me. It makes me, I get a lot of compliments on it. When I get it done, it looks great, and I promise the next couple videos you'll see me in this fresh haircut, and I'll show you how important it is to get a haircut, because you feel like $1,000,000 right after. You got to remember, the most important thing about this self-improvement journey is when you look at yourself in the mirror, you're happy with yourself. That is the final judgment. That is it. Step 2, your teeth and your acne. So the number one thing that I get my most compliments on of all time is my smile. And my smile derives from clear skin and white teeth, and also knowing how to smile. But let's focus on the skin and acne. With the teeth, it's just simple. Get a couple whitenings, watch a couple YouTube videos. I can show you guys my own one. If you guys are interested, just leave a comment. But I can show you my routine for brushing my teeth and keeping my teeth white. The acne thing, I actually can't give you any advice on that, but what I can give you is a story on how this can affect somebody, right? So I go work out with someone all the time, and they have a little bit bad acne, as most Latino men have some bad acne. But what I can tell you is that I was like, one day, I was like, bro, you do well, you make good money, you work out in the gym every day, you're dedicated, you're a hard worker, but I see you always slack on your skin, man. And he's like, oh yeah, I know, bro. I gotta talk to my dermatologist. I gotta have her send me a script. I was like, oh wait, so you already have a script for this? You just gotta call? He's like, bro, call right now. Call your pharmacy and just have it ready for you. He picked it up, and I told him, bro, by next summer you should be cleared up. And I was completely wrong. It took him 2 months to clear up his whole skin. He looks just like me, just straight clear skin. And when he, I see a little bit more pep in his step, and I see him taking pictures of himself a little bit more, and I see him, a little bit happier with himself. I think you're kind of seeing the foundation steps of what you need to do. These small little steps that you do will outcome to something huge, right? We'll call this the snowball effect. You've probably heard this before from other mentors and stuff like that, but what I can tell you is this snowball effect is very powerful. You get the haircut, you get clean teeth. The next thing, let's go to the gym. You do all these things and you're going to be completely a different person within like 4 or 5 months. I think a gym is a good way to keep yourself motivated and to keep yourself out of, bad habits. The reason being is it will be the number one thing that will show you if you're on track or not, right? So if you're not good on your diet, you're going to see it in the gym. If you're drinking a lot, you're going to see it in the gym. All these different things that you're doing is accounting to one thing, right? It's accountability, right? Can you go into the gym? Can you do this for months at a time? And I honestly think it was for me, the number one thing that I did that changed my entire perspective of life, right? And I know this sounds really spiritual and really crazy, but it's think about it. I was 230 pounds. I'm going to post up a picture in a little bit. I was 230 pounds. I had people not taking me seriously. I got no attraction from women. I hated the person that I looked like in the mirror. But I couldn't even see my own, that's bad. So instead of just like, saying, oh bro, but everyone's in the gym, everyone I see at the gym, I don't like to see people in the gym. It's gonna build brotherhood. You're gonna get a lot of friends in the gym. You're gonna find attraction. You're gonna see what actual real women look like, and not like, these Instagram models. You're gonna get a lot more exposure, and I think it's really, really healthy to be in that. And plus, you're being healthy. So think of it as a psychological thing. Think of it as the accountability thing. Think of it as, your physical health thing. There's too many benefits to not go to the gym. So there's no excuses. Your wardrobe, right? This is actually a really difficult thing to talk about because everyone's different, and I still struggle with this now. I think the number one thing that you want to do is get a base foundation of good clothes, right? Like, get some really good jeans, and I'm not talking about designer, right? Don't go out and buy like True Religion or like Lucky Brand or something like that. Just go out and actually try on the clothes that you're trying to buy. Squat in them, pick something up, make sure that your butt crack's not showing, make sure that can be washed and you can use them multiple times. Do these things because I used to be that guy that used to just go to the store, pick something up, oh, it's a medium, it's for me, go home, put it on, and I hated how it looked. You got to see yourself in the mirror and you got to say, well, this looks good. And you got to understand that if you're on this journey the way that I'm telling you to do it, right, you're going to be consistently losing weight or gaining weight. So you're going to be going through clothes. So there's no reason for you to go ahead and buy like name brand stuff. I know that this is where my target weight is going to be at. So I'm going to wear stuff like this. And even I will say this shirt is too small for me, but I can still rock it. Important thing is the fit and finish, right? Try not to buy too much designer. You're going to be going through clothes like crazy. Once you get to a point where, you're at the weight that you want, you're at your muscle mass that you want, then spend a little bit more, upgrade your wardrobe, but upgrade it in certain things, right? Like, just don't go ahead and start getting like these like full like Dior shirts that says Dior like 1,000 times on it, and then you could have bought like 3 or 4 or 5 different other nice high quality shirts that could have made your wardrobe completely diversified. Look at what I have here. I mean, this is just my shirts. I maybe only have 3 shirts in there that are designer. Other than the gym, I think comes this accountability that is more powerful than anything. And I've learned this from Hamza, the YouTuber. It is this daily checklist that is the most productive day that you can possibly think of. So this is a little bit of an exercise. What I want you to do is I want you to think about from the minute details of what your most productive day looks like. I'm talking about I'm going to wake up at 6 a.m. By 6:30, I should be done with my morning routine, which is, go shower, go do my skincare, do all that. By 7 o'clock, I'm either journaling or doing a YouTube video or, getting ready for work. By 7:30 or 8 o'clock, I'm either taking my supplements. Like, you're getting the gist of it. You're going really, really minute, and you're just having that. Now, put into play, right? So what I do is I'll take a screenshot of that list and I'll put that as my wallpaper, right? And my goal is to try to keep aligned that entire day of productivity as much as I can, right? Shit's gonna happen. Someone's gonna call you, you gotta take out the trash, you gotta go to the doctors, something's gonna happen. But guess what? You're better off doing 50% of that day, or even 30%, even 20% of that day. If you have a great morning, right, you do that morning routine perfect every single day, you will see more success in your life in everything, in accountability, in the gym, in health, and like, just think about if you had a perfect morning, or if you were productive every single day towards your goal, or, you were in the gym every single day. Think about how important that would be for you. I think that is the biggest thing for you to get through, to progress and progress rapidly through this self-improvement journey that you're trying to do. Everybody has 24 hours in a day, right? I have 24 hours in a day. Hamza has 24 hours in a day. Elon Musk has 24 hours in a day, right? And just think of everybody. Everybody, it doesn't matter what color you are, where you come from, if you have 1 parent or 2 parents, or, it doesn't matter. Everybody has 24 hours in a day. How do you choose to do with your 24 hours in a day? And this will keep you accountable, right? This will keep you accountable. Eating was the hardest thing because when I was in high school, I was 180. I was 150 pounds. Right? I was less weight than what I am now, right? Got into a relationship, ate a lot, broke up. I was 230 pounds, no girlfriend, no attraction, right? You've heard this 1,000 times. I gotta say, eating is a very, very hard thing to do. But I think if you track it, there's also a lot of things that you can do for accountability as well to keep yourself accountable. Like, if you're not eating right, again, it's gonna show up in the gym. You're not gonna see your weight going down, you're gonna see it go up. Or if you're not eating enough, you're gonna see your weight going down when you're trying to bulk up. So it's like, eating is another calculation of life that, you know, you should be that you should prioritize. You should be on top of your eating. You know, I found a big help. I lost a lot of weight, and I actually ended up finding psychological benefits as well. I took upon me doing carnivore, which literally my you know, I was just eating chicken, steak, and eggs, and, you know, sometimes like a little bit of like cheese sauce or something like that, right? The amount of focus, the amount of energy that I had, and the amount of cut that I got out of that, those three things, it was 10 times worth it, right? But I still always see myself coming back, right? I'll eat like Taco Bell one day, or I'll go make me like some crazy food, or I'll go get hot pot or something like that. Like, it doesn't matter. As long as you're as consistent, right? You're doing this more than you're not doing it. It's easy. It's cake. It's just doing it every day. We're all victim of it. All of us. Every single person here, right? You got TikTok. You got Snapchat. You got Instagram. You got YouTube now with all this short form content. I think the biggest thing that can help you with that is to take this off your phone. Take it off your phone. If you really want to indulge in this stuff, put it on your computer. Right? If you don't have a computer, I know you got an Xbox or PlayStation, you got a browser on there. Make that the only way that you can access your social media. Because I'm going to guarantee you something, right? If you take the hardest working person that you know, whether it be your dad, your mom, or like, I'm talking about someone that works more than 14 hours a day, or works 2 jobs, right? And then grab you that you know you have this issue, right? Our generation has this issue. Look at their screen time. And then look at what their screen time's on. I guarantee you that person that is the hardest worker that you possibly ever thought of is not on Instagram for 5 hours a day. Is not on YouTube for 5 hours a day. I guarantee you that. Do it over a course of a year. You can go back and you can see how much screen time you have on average for the year. I can tell you mine's high, and I have that accountability on myself. I know that. But do you know that? That's kind of like my you know, I'm probably going to do another video of this, probably go more in depth. I kind of need some suggestions, so if you guys have any suggestions that you want to see, put them down in the comments. But what I can say is I'm going to be doing a video series on each of these topics, a little bit more in depth, probably another 15 minutes per each thing. And if you guys want to see that, subscribe. I really appreciate you guys watching the video. Thank you.